Two child sex-related cases were dealt with in provincial court this week, but with very different sets of circumstances. On Monday, Dale Edward Blair was sentenced to 3 years in prison for possessing 12,000 images of child pornography and sharing some of those files over a social messaging app called Kik. Now, police had launched an investigation into that app in 2016 when they discovered Blair's files, which depicted the sexual abuse of children mostly under 5 years old. Court heard that Blair considers himself addicted to child pornography. It's actually the first time I've heard the term used in a child porn case, to the point where he continued downloading even after his wife had caught him. His lawyer says his wife does remain supportive, and Blair is relieved to have this out into the open. Although there was no hands-on offending, he does hope to access sex offender treatment while in prison. He's also banned from parks, pools, playgrounds, and the internet for 3 years after his release. And in the other case, a Saskatoon man was given a much lighter sentence, 90 days in jail, for having sex with his 15-year-old niece who he had met for the first time in 2014. Now, the man can't be named because it could identify the victim in this case. A provincial court judge called this an extraordinary case involving a unique set of circumstances because even though the offender was 27 years old, he had the intellectual comprehension level of a 10-year-old. He told police that he believed he was having a consensual relationship with someone his own age. But the judge said consent doesn't matter in this case because an adult cannot legally have sex with a person under 16. That's essentially what the charge of sexual interference involves. The offender pleaded guilty to that charge and was given the minimum sentence with hopes that his support network will help him have age-appropriate relationships in the future. And Tammy Lynn Poffley was sentenced to 2 years in jail for her involvement in the 2016 murder of Cynthia Crampton. The 55-year-old woman was found dead in her Stonebridge neighborhood home last June. Poffley was charged with accessory after the fact to murder and pleaded guilty to that charge this week. Now, all the details that I heard about the case in court are banned from publication. That publication ban order will remain in effect until the man accused of killing Crampton goes to trial. His name is Tyler Hurd, and he is charged with first-degree murder. As always, you can read more detailed accounts about these stories at thestarphoenix.com.